Hello everyone, welcome to the very first video of this math side. Today we will be doing Geography Chapter 1 Resources and Development. So first of all, what is a resource? Everything available in our environment that can be used to satisfy our needs can be called as a resource. For example, the air we breathe, the water we drink, or even metals like gold and silver are all resources. Coming on to the classification of resources, they can be divided on four bases: origin, exhaustibility, ownership, and status of development. On the basis of origin, they can be divided into two types of resources: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are obtained from biosphere and have life, such as human beings, flora and fauna, fisheries, livestock, etc. Whereas abiotic resources are all those things which are composed of non living things, for example, rocks and metals. Now, on the basis of exhaustibility, they can be divided into renewable and non renewable resources. Renewable resources are the one which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical, or mechanical processes, whereas non-renewable resources occur over a very geological time, that is, they take millions of years in their formation. One thing to be noted here that renewable resources can further be divided into continuous or flow. A flow resource is neither a renewable resource or a non-renewable resource. Continuous resources are those which will virtually always exist. Now, on the basis of ownership, they can be divided into four types: individual resources, community owned resources, national resources, and international resources. Individual resources, as suggested by the name, are privately owned by individuals, for example, plots, houses, and farms. Community owned resources are accessible to all members of the community, for example, parks, grazing grounds, etc. Now, if you technically think, then all the resources belong to the nation. The country has legal powers to acquire even private property for public good. You might have seen roads, canals, railways being constructed on fields owned by some individuals. Now, what happens in these cases is either the people are given money for the plot or they are given some other place, as decided by the urban development authorities, which are empowered by the government to acquire land. Coming on to the international resources, these are the international institutions which regulate some resources. An example of it would be the oceanic resources beyond 200 kilometers of the exclusive economic zone, where nobody can enter without the concurrence of international institutions. Coming on to the last level of classification, status of development. Now, these kind of resources can be divided into four bases: potential resources, developed resources, stock, and reserves. Potential resources are the ones which are found in a region but they have not been utilized yet. For example, Rajasthan and Gujarat in India have enormous potential for the development of wind and solar energy, but so far they have not been developed properly. Now, developed resources are the ones which are surveyed and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization. Coming on to the third basis, stock. These are the materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs, but we don't have the appropriate technology to access these. For example, water is a compound of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen, which can be used as a rich source of energy, but we don't have the technology to access these yet. Now, the reserves are the subset of stock which can be put into use with the help of existing technical know how, but their use has not been started. For example, river water can be used for generating hydroelectric power, but presently it is being used only for a limited extent. And now is the time to test your knowledge and see what you have gathered. Question number 1. How can resources be divided on the basis of origin? A. Biotic and abiotic. B. Renewable and non-renewable. C. Stock and reserved. D. Individual and community. The correct answer is A. Biotic and abiotic. Question number 2. What are non-renewable resources? A. The resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes. B. The resources which can take millions of years for their formation. C. Resources which are accessible to all members of the community. Or D. Resources which are found in a region but have not been utilized yet. The correct answer is B. The resources which take millions of years for their formation. Question number 3. Materials in the environment which have the potential to satisfy human needs but humans do not have the appropriate technology to access them are called A. Potential resources, B. Stock, C. Developed resources, or D. Reserves. The correct answer is B. Stock. And that is it for today. All the notes used in the video will be present in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.